festival prelude. All right, here we go.
often, pomp and circumstance. Thank you.
If it's outside, it's all yours. Some of them might have storm problems too.
This might be way over.
Oh, here we go. They're coming back here again.
Right, trumpets, everybody's ready?
Somebody gonna give us a signal.
She's gonna give us a signal. Yeah.
I would think maybe a couple of times through one, a couple of times through two, see where we're at, and then. Everybody play the melody.
Woodwind. Out here, I would forget about piano or mezzo piano. Just play out. Play out. It's not you, it's the situation. Ready? Almost. All nine and then we. Okay, you got it. You got it. Okay.
Okay, it's okay. Oh, yeah, we started with this one.
Except for this one. So we're just ending right.
Are we going to
please be seated.
My condolences.
Good morning, everybody. I am Lisa Vollendorf, and I have the honor and privilege of being the Provost and Chief Academic Officer here at this amazing institution, the University of Northern Colorado. President Feinstein, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, graduates, family, and friends, welcome to the 2022 University of Northern Colorado Spring Commencement Ceremony. It's a good day to graduate. As you can see, we have a lot of individuals here in front of us to celebrate today, so we ask that you stay for the ceremony out of respect for our graduates. And now I would ask the audience to please stand if you are able for the presentation of colors.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that a flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Please be seated. I would like to thank the University Commencement Band for performing today. Let's give them a shout out. And I would like to thank Bachelor of Music Education candidate Breon Dean for leading us in singing the national anthem. And thank you to our UNC Police Department Honor Guard for presenting the national colors. Now, this is probably the most important question you're going to be asked today. Are you ready to see these students graduate? Now, graduates, I'm just wondering, I don't know, are you ready to graduate? Well, it looks like we have ourselves what we call consensus. And so it's my pleasure now to introduce to you the president of the University of Northern Colorado, Andy Feinstein.
Well, thank you, Provost Vollendorf, and good morning and welcome, graduates and guests. Buenos dias y bienvenidos. It is my great honor to welcome you to the University of Northern Colorado's Spring Commencement Ceremony, where this morning we will honor the 2022 graduates from the College of Natural and Health Sciences and the Kenneth W. Monfort College of Business. And I'm very happy to be here to celebrate your graduation. Are you happy? As we begin, I acknowledge that the grounds upon which our university stands are inextricably tied to the history and culture of Indigenous peoples. We pay our respect to elders past, present, and future, and to those who have stewarded this land throughout the generations. The University of Northern Colorado occupies the lands in the territories of the Ute, Cheyenne, Arapaho, and Lakota peoples. Further, we acknowledge the 48 tribes that are historically tied to the state of Colorado. I challenge us to be better stewards of the land we inhabit, as well as learn the stories and practices of Indigenous peoples' history and culture. Commencement is a very special time in the life of the university. Most importantly, it is a significant milestone in the lives of our graduates and loved ones. It is a time of endings and new beginnings. It is when we celebrate hundreds of unique stories wrapped up in the achievement of a common dream, graduating with a college degree. As we get started with the ceremony, I would like to acknowledge some special guests who are with us this morning to celebrate and observe your graduation. First, I would like to recognize members of the University of Northern Colorado Board of Trustees and ask them to please stand. Dick Monfort, Steve Jordan, Fritz Fisher, Annette Martinez. Thank you, trustees, for being here today. We are so grateful for your leadership and support of the university and our students. I'm also joined by members of the President's Cabinet and ask them to please stand to be recognized. Thank you for your service and leadership as we continue to advance the institution. We're also joined by our deans. I ask them to please stand. Thank you for your service. We are also joined by members of the university's faculty and staff. Would you please stand so that we can thank you for your contributions to our graduate success? I'm very appreciative of all of your efforts and the students' first commitments you demonstrate in your daily work. In our audience today, we also have two graduates who are being commissioned into the Army through ROTC, Jana Marie McNulty and Gabrielle Gallegos, and their officer, Lieutenant Colonel Matt Tillman, if they would please rise. I also want to take a moment to welcome any military personnel and veterans who are joining with us today. Would you please stand? Thank you for your service to our country. As you may know, first-generation students make up a significant portion of UNC's student population. In fact, they make up more than 40% of our undergraduate student body. These students are the first in their family to proudly say they are college graduates. If you are a first-generation student, would you please stand? This morning, we are celebrating 595 graduates from the College of Natural and Health Sciences and the Monfort College of Business. You range in age from 20 to 64 years old, representing 33 Colorado counties, 35 states, and 6 countries. Graduates, you are a part of a tradition that dates back to 1891, when our institution celebrated its first 12 graduates. Since then, about 160,000 individuals have become alumni of our university. We are honored to have you counted among this esteemed group, and we are excited to celebrate your success. Today, we send you out into the world to make your mark. The University of Northern Colorado is an institution that transforms lives. With the knowledge, wisdom, and experience you have gained in your respective programs, now you have the ability to transform others' lives. This class is brimming with outstanding graduates, each with a unique success story. Among them are Gavin Spar, Dakota Perez, Nayeli Lopez, and Rudy Vargas. Gavin is graduating today with a degree in finance and accounting. During his time at UNC, he excelled inside and outside of the classroom. Now, Gavin is graduating with a perfect 4.0 GPA and is someone who has made the most of his experiences at UNC, participating in a number of extracurricular activities. Gavin was a finance and statistics tutor, involved in student finance and accounting clubs, and was a student ambassador, helping with MCB recruiting events. In addition to his commitments at UNC, he also volunteered with a number of different local organizations. During his undergraduate tenure, Gavin interned with Safeway in Denver, where he served as a financial analyst. He received tremendous real-world experience as he was responsible for forecasting expenses, conducting profit and loss analyses, and creating sales projections for over 150 stores throughout 4 states. Gavin joins his sister as the second in his family to receive a bachelor's degree from UNC, but his connection to the university runs deeper than that. His great-grandmother graduated from the Colorado State Teachers College in 1920, receiving her 2-year teaching certificate. And that was our institution's name at the time, and interestingly enough, my wife's great-grandmother was also a student at the Colorado State Teachers College in 1911. Gavin, we should have known that we were destined to be bears. Gavin has already been hired as an audit associate with MHP in Fort Collins and plans to take the CPA exam in June. Let's give Gavin a big round of applause. Dakota is another graduate of the Monfort College of Business, earning his degree in marketing. Dakota has been very involved on campus, providing leadership as an orientation leader, a student senator, and a student ambassador representing MCB. He has also worked multiple jobs around campus, including the Gender and Sexuality Resource Center, Alumni Relations, and Marketing and Communications offices. Dakota has worked extraordinarily hard to support himself through his journey in pursuit of his dream of earning a college degree. His determination, ambition, and persistence are known to everyone he has encountered in his 4 years at UNC. As much as he has strived to achieve his own dreams, that effort is surpassed many times over by his advocacy and passion for serving others with marginalized identities. With other student leaders, he helped form the Rainbow Coalition of Greeley, an organization that advocates to access to transformative education, provides assistance to the impoverished, seeks to heal societal trauma in marginalized communities, and liberates others through care for mind, body, and soul. As a gay first-generation student, Dakota is passionate about diversity, equity, and inclusion, and is interested in pursuing a degree as a DEI professional. He will begin work on a Masters of Arts in Diversity and Inclusion Leadership at Tufts University in Boston this fall. Let's give another round of applause to Dakota. Nayeli graduates today with a degree in mathematics from the College of Natural, got some friends out there, from the College of Natural and Health Sciences. She came to UNC with college credits in advanced math courses. So she was taking Calculus 3 her first year at the university. She struggled with the course and the transition to college in general, but with the support and encouragement of her peers and our staff members in Academic Bridge, she gained confidence and has been a fantastic student. For the last 3 years, Nayeli has been a mentor for UNC's Academic Bridge and SOAR programs, helping first-year students overcome their fears of being in a new environment away from home. Let's give Nayeli another round of applause as well. Now, Adam Alures, who was Nayeli's success coach and academic advisor with SOAR, said of Nayeli, "I was able to witness her transformation like a butterfly, from a quiet, insecure freshman into a strong, passionate leader and mentor on campus with her own voice." As a Latina in mathematics, who is also a first-generation student, Nayeli is breaking barriers. She has served as a positive role model and mentor to so many of our undergraduate students hoping to follow in her footsteps. She truly embodies what it means to pave the way for others' success. Now, following graduation, Nayeli will be teaching middle school in Denver, where she will surely inspire and support many others. Now, Rudy graduates today with a Master's of Public Health and Community Health Education from the College of Natural and Health Sciences. Where's Rudy? All right, Rudy. Rudy was born in Mexico and came to the United States at the age of 12. He has called Greeley home for the last 19 years. He earned his undergraduate degree from UNC and has long been a very active participant in the life of our campus in Greeley and surrounding communities. In addition to being a graduate student, Rudy has served as interim co-director of Dreamer Engagement Program and undocumented student services at UNC. In his role, Rudy works to secure support services for students in the DACA program and other students considered undocumented. Under his leadership, more than 24 undocumented students have graduated from UNC in the past few years, with many more on track to achieve the same goal. Rudy also volunteers in the community often, serving as a translator and navigator for Spanish-speaking families at various health-related events. In recognition of his efforts to engage with and support underserved communities in Greeley, Rudy was a recipient of the 2021 Student Award for Excellence in Public Health Practice from the Colorado School of Public Health. After receiving the award, Rudy said, "My goal is to advocate for people who look like me. I want to be the person I needed when I was younger." Rudy is someone who often puts others before himself, evidenced by his commitment to serving the needs of marginalized communities. Today, I feel it is appropriate to lift you up as an example of the best of our community and honor your success. Congratulations on your master's degree, and thank you for the very important work you have done to support our students. Let's give Rudy a big round of applause. While I single out Gavin, Dakota, Nayeli, and Rudy, I am so proud of every graduate honored here today. You each have your own unique story, and you will all have a significant impact in your professional roles. Graduates from our colleges of Natural and Health Sciences and Monfort College of Business are talented students who become nurses, doctors, athletic trainers, educators, entrepreneurs, accountants, software engineers, business leaders, and so much more. I encourage everyone here to use the knowledge that you have gained, the relationships you have built, and the experiences you have had to be the leaders and difference makers we need in this world. Congratulations, graduates. Thank you.
Thank you, President Feinstein. I want to take this opportunity to acknowledge Trustee Janice Sinden, who is with us here today. Thank you, Trustee Sinden. And also to thank UNC's faculty and staff, many of whom are here today, for the mentorship, instruction, and guidance you have offered our graduates. I also want to thank everyone who is here today and to take a moment to recall those who could not be here but who have also helped our graduates along the way. Everyone who has helped you in your long and fruitful educational careers. Graduates, your success is a product of your own tenacity, of course, and of the support and love that you have received. So students, I invite you to thank your family, friends, professors, and staff, and anyone else you can think of for helping you arrive here today at Nottingham Field. And now it's my pleasure to introduce today's featured speaker, Neela Pekarik. After graduating from UNC in 2009, Neela found immediate success in the music industry when she joined the Denver folk rock group, the Lumineers, as a cellist and vocalist. During her time with the group, they were nominated for 2 Grammys, performed on Saturday Night Live, and accepted an invitation to the White House from the Obama administration. After nearly 8 years of writing, touring, and recording, Neela parted ways with her bandmates to pursue her own musical projects. In 2019, she released her debut solo album, Rattlesnake, which was inspired by Greeley folk hero Kate Slaughterback. Neela's songs resonate with the Denver Center for the Performing Arts, and they then commissioned her to develop the album into the musical Rattlesnake Kate, which premiered this past February. We are proud that Neela is a bear, and we're excited to have her join us today. Please welcome our featured speaker.
Thank you so much, Provost Vollendorf, and thank you to the Board of Trustees, President Feinstein, and the Alumni Association for your gracious invitation to be here today. I am so honored and a bit shocked I was asked to do this, because while you just heard about some of the cool and exciting things I've gotten to do in recent years, there were a few years where I was doing neither cool nor exciting things. And I'd like to talk about that a little bit, because there is no blueprint for success, though I hope you'll discover that your UNC degree has prepared you for a life without perfect blueprints. But first, I want to congratulate you all on this remarkable accomplishment. Though I don't know you all individually, I can confidently say I admire you. I admire your resiliency. I admire the hard work you've put in to be here today. We've all faced so much turmoil in recent years, and to persevere and come out the other side is a marvel. Congratulations to you. I grew up the daughter of a mailman, dare I say the hardest working mailman in Denver, who delivered mail for the post office for 40 years, walking a 5-mile mail route every day so I could go to college to learn to tap dance. Yes, in high school, it took a lot to convince my practical curmudgeon dad that I was working on important things when I was locked away in my bedroom singing in the mirror to the soundtrack to Cabaret, leaving my homework by the wayside. And coming to UNC, being accepted into a top-notch, cutthroat musical theater program where everyone was the Fanny Bryce, the Danny Zuko, the Eponine, and their high school musical productions, I quickly realized I was never going to be the best singer, the most talented, even the hardest working. I couldn't quite get choreography in my feet, and I was too afraid to fully give myself over to the acting roles with fear that I would look foolish. This did not go unnoticed by the UNC faculty, who, rightly so, never cast me in a musical. And bless you, Professors Mary Shuttler and Gillian McNally, for casting me in 2 Theater for Young Audiences productions, The Incredible Jungle Journey of Fenda Maria and Tomato Plant Girl, where I left my UNC legacy as the Barbie pink-clad villain, bossy best friend. So how did I go from uncastable to getting nominated for a couple of Grammys, performing for President Obama, and writing and starring in my own musical produced by one of the most revered regional theaters in the country? Well, as I said, there is no blueprint for success. But here's what I did. I got a little bit good at a lot of things. I committed to learning my craft. I pushed past the fear that I had about looking foolish. I worked incredibly hard. And most importantly, I did my best to be kind. I strove to make people want to work with me because I was kind and I was reliable. I also said yes to things that didn't always seem tailor-made for me. The most pivotal one was a Craigslist ad placed by a couple of bros from New Jersey who were freshly relocated to Denver and needed a cellist for their folk band. I was in a similar place to you now, just about 2 weeks graduated from UNC with my music education teaching license. I'd grown up playing cello, but had focused on being a vocalist at UNC and hadn't played in a while. And the closest thing I had done to being in a band was a barbershop quartet. But I was back home in Aurora, living with my parents, and this seemed like a fun way to get out of the house and make some extra cash between substitute teaching jobs, and to itch the performer scratch I perpetually have. I met these 2 strangers from Craigslist in the middle of the day, and I told many people my whereabouts prior to going. And that band became the Lumineers. A few months later, we found ourselves packing up a 2001 Ford Windstar with drums, a guitar, a keyboard, and my cello for our first DIY self-book tour across America. We didn't have a booking agent, a manager, any of those things at the time, just a few gigs, mostly in coffee shops and people's living rooms, often booked through friends. At the time, we didn't have much more than blind confidence in ourselves and the open road. I wrote the following journal entry on the very first tour we did in September 7th of 2010. It's day 2 of tour, and our van broke down. But we're excited, or we're playing at an Apple store in Santa Monica tonight, and I'm excited. It's hard to pinpoint what took us from a Ford Windstar and gigs at the Apple store to playing Saturday Night Live, headlining in Europe, and getting nominated for a Grammy just 2 years later. But I will tell you, it was not just one thing. We threw every iron in the fire we possibly could. We said yes to absolutely everything. We made our band the ultimate priority, missing our friends' weddings, family birthdays, TV show finales. We gave up our apartments and sacrificed the comfort of home because we believed in something with everything we had. And frankly, we were in the right place at the right time. The Roman philosopher Seneca tells us luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. The Lumineers is absolutely an example of this. Unfortunately, we do live in a world where opportunity is not equal for everyone. Those who are marginalized often have to work 2, 3, 4 times as hard to make their own luck. And if you do find yourself in a position of privilege, of good fortune, or in a position of power, open the door to those who aren't always invited in. Success is an interesting word to me. So often people say to me in reference to the Lumineers, "Congratulations on all your success." I'll take the compliment. But what they're often complimenting is the fame, the tickets we sold, hearing our song in a commercial on TV, the number of eyes that the band had on it at one time. But where I feel success is the ability to pay my bills doing something that I love and that I'm good at. I feel successful because I'm my own boss. I feel successful because I believed in myself as a musician. I committed to learning my craft, obsessing over how to get the most pristine sounds out of my voice, how to push my vocal range to its limits, how to sort of play a whole bunch of instruments. I worked relentlessly, and that allowed me to have a career in the arts where I get to be creative. When I think about the successful people in my life, I think about my sister, who's a librarian, and a very good one at that. I think about my brother-in-law, who's a teacher. I think about my partner, who's a healthcare worker, the folks who help make our communities better. Success can look like so many different things. Maybe it's the ability to care for your family, to travel and see the world, to be an amazing athlete, to be in a space where you can authentically be yourself. Transitions can be tough, though, and you're in a major one right now. But change can be wonderful. When I joined the Lumineers, it felt exciting to be part of something bigger than myself, to feel like I was contributing to this snowball that was getting bigger and bigger with every opportunity that came our way. But there came a time when I knew I could not grow anymore from that project. Success looked different to me than it had when I joined the band. I was so grateful for the experiences I had, but I was ready to write my own songs, to put more of my fingerprints on a project, to feel more seen and heard and understood in a way that I was not feeling in the band. I was ready to get back to my theater roots that I honed here at UNC. Was it scary? Oh, heck yes. But I had taken a risk when I joined the band, and it was time to take another one, because risk and change are needed to grow. Now let me back up a sec, because I realize I've just encouraged a whole bunch of college students to engage in risky behavior. So I must provide this caveat. There's usually a difference between boldness and recklessness. And the education you just received is a great tool for telling that difference. When I joined the band, I always had my substitute teaching job to come back to between tours, and I was so grateful to have the ability to be adventurous while keeping stable work in a field I was interested in. I realized I was taking another huge risk when I decided to walk away from a very established band, something that was very sure. So, you betcha I had a plan. While on tour with the Lumineers, I had written and recorded my debut solo album, Rattlesnake, inspired by a Greeley hometown hero by the name of Rattlesnake Kate. We unfortunately do not have the time today for me to tell you the true harrowing tale of the great Rattlesnake Kate, but you can listen to my album to get the whole story, available now on iTunes. But long story short, Kate became notorious in the 1920s for an epic battle with a rattlesnake migration, and to the snake's ill fortune, she killed 140 rattlesnakes in one said battle. She made a dress from their skins that you can see in the Greeley History Museum on 8th Avenue, And naturally, I became obsessed with this person and wrote an album about her life. This album was commissioned by the Denver Center for the Performing Arts to become a musical, Rattlesnake Kate, which just had its world premiere and a 6-week run in Denver. And having taken this leap of faith to do something that feels so much more genuine to who I am, I, honest to goodness, have never felt so seen, heard, fulfilled, and therefore successful as I do now. The world puts a ton of value in what we do instead of who we are. We can confuse those two things without really knowing it, I think. Of course, it's important that we do good work, that we contribute to society, that we find reasons to get out of bed in the morning. I've just stood up here and listed a whole bunch of things I'm proud of. Today is a tremendous accomplishment, and you too should feel proud. But I wonder if we can also be proud of who we are, independent of what's on our resume. For being good listeners, for showing up for our friends and family, for being honest and gracious, for holding ourselves accountable for our actions, and for standing up for ourselves and others compassionately and with empathy. As you embark on this next adventure, decide how you want success to look for you. Make your own blueprints, in other words, and be willing to make new ones when they're not working anymore. Along the way, make good on your commitments and set boundaries. Do the work to get there and do it with integrity. Say yes to things that don't always seem tailor-made for you, and say yes to the things that do. Surround yourself with people who hear you and see you and understand you, so you can be the most genuine and authentic version of yourself. And most importantly, lead with ferocious kindness. I wish you all the very best on the numerous successes that life has to offer. Thank you for letting me join you today, and congratulations.
Thank you so much for that amazing story and speech. It is now my pleasure to introduce our student speakers for today's ceremony. Sarah Otto, our first student speaker, has earned her MBA in general business. She is a veteran of the U.S. Army, for which we thank her, and a first-generation college graduate. She has spent most of her career in the clinical and operational areas of healthcare, and she hopes to use her degree now to move into human resources. After competing in the Daniels Fund Ethics Initiative Collegiate Program, Sarah is also considering pursuing a PhD so she can teach ethical leadership and management principles to future generations. Please welcome Sarah to the podium.
Thank you, Provost Vollendorf. Good morning. I am honored to be here with all of you on this special day. President Feinstein, Board of Trustees, Provost Vollendorf, Dean Gibbs, faculty, staff, friends, and family, thank you for joining the graduating class of 2022 today to celebrate this milestone along our path towards success. As MBA students, we began our journey at UNC taking a gateway course, Ethical Leadership and Organizational Behavior. This class took me back to the year 2000 when I learned the Army core values, LDRSHIP, loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. At 18 years of age, the Army taught me that leadership meant inspiring and encouraging, influencing others to accomplish goals with integrity. I have found that in life, you will experience times when it will take personal courage to do what is right, regardless of the consequences. In those moments, I challenge you to ask yourself the two questions that MBA students were asked to reflect on during a course project. Who do you choose to be, and what difference do you wish to make? I do not imagine I am the only person who would answer those two questions differently today. I believe my time at UNC was transformational because I participated in the Daniels Fund Ethics Initiative Consortium case competition. Last year's competition challenged me, but this year's competition changed the trajectory of my future. You see, every day, each one of us may face ethical dilemmas. Sometimes these dilemmas are easy to navigate, and other times, we may be asked to compromise our values for our position. From experience, those decisions can be gut-wrenching, but I guarantee you will never regret putting ethics and integrity first. Bill Daniels once said, be the kind of person that takes the time to pass on knowledge and values to the next generation. Live your life such that family, friends, and business associates remember you as an honest person. I believe if you live your life in this way, you will leave this world with a clear conscience and a smile on your face. As we leave UNC for the next chapter on our path, I challenge us to lead by example and let Bill Daniels' ethical principles influence our workplace culture, multiplying ethical choices throughout our teams and beyond. The world needs us to step up and make a difference in our corners of the world by applying the principles of integrity, trust, accountability, transparency, fairness, respect, rule of law, and viability during a crisis and in everyday decisions. As leaders, we must recognize that our obligation to others includes serving with humility, valuing diversity, and courageously prioritizing ethics every day. So as we continue our journey, I leave you with just 2 questions. Who do you choose to be? And what difference do you wish to make? Thank you.
Thank you, and congratulations, Sarah. Our next student speaker is Justin Venman, who these people are cheering for. He has earned his bachelor's degree in industrial chemistry with a minor in earth science. And during his time at UNC, Justin worked as a student advancement ambassador for the annual Giving Office and served as the president of UNC's literary magazine, The Crucible. Please welcome Justin to the podium.
Good morning, and thank you. I'm honored to be here today. Now, like many of you here today, I'm a bit of a numbers person, so I thought it would be fun to put some of your achievements into perspective. There are about 1,500 students in the graduating class of 22, myself included, and that means, as a student body, we have accumulated over 180,000 credits under the watchful guidance of our amazing faculty and staff. We have collectively racked up over 2.3 million days as college students. That's about 6,000 years. Think of the hundreds of miles we've walked across this campus, the thousands of late nights studying in Michener, and all the assignments submitted just before midnight. I also added up the total number of days we all spent on Zoom together. I'll spare you that one. But some things can't be quantified. Your perseverance, for instance, has been immeasurable. You managed to earn a college degree, which is an already difficult feat in its own right, in the face of new and unprecedented challenges to our society. Now, when I started writing this speech, I tried to think of ways to describe the class of 22, and it was not easy, but I think I finally found it. Today, I brought with me a piece of Pikes Peak granite. It's unique to the region I grew up in. It's a Mesoproterozoic-aged igneous intrusion, but most of us would just call it a rock. Sorry to all the geologists here today. See, I minored in earth sciences, and one of my favorite lessons was on the formation of rocks. They're formed when the magma below the Earth's crust bubbles up to the surface and solidifies. Much like the class of 22, this rock withstood tremendous pressure, but it used the intense heat from below to rise to the surface, becoming solid and more resilient as it did. And while it looks like just one piece, it's actually made up of a bunch of different elements: silica, iron, potassium, just to name a few. And all these elements come together to give the rock its distinct characteristics. You are our elements. Your perspectives, ideas, and contributions make you completely unique, but you add to our overall strength and character. Removing even just one of our elements would change our constitution and diminish our collective integrity. And like our rock here, we will have to face the challenges of our environment head-on. And while we may become weathered and worn, internally, we will remain solid, using the temperament of our upbringing to face the challenges ahead. This rock sat for over 1 billion years before being brought here today. So be patient, both with others and with yourselves. What comes next will not be easy, but you have proven that you have the drive and passion to persevere. I would like to leave you with a quote from one of my favorite books, The Martian, about an astronaut stranded on Mars who uses his scientific knowledge to survive. In the face of overwhelming odds, we are left with only one option. We are going to have to science the crap out of this. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 22.
Thank you, and congratulations, Justin. Today, I have the honor of recognizing some of our most distinguished student scholars. To qualify for Latin honors, undergraduate students must achieve the necessary cumulative grade point averages throughout their academic careers. Will all of the candidates for Latin honors, summa cum laude, magna cum laude, and cum laude, please stand? Congratulations, you may be seated. That's a lot of this graduating class. That's awesome. The University of Northern Colorado, as we all know, has a long history of excellence in teacher education. So I would like to ask all of our future teachers, and I'm going to ask all of our current teachers to please stand and be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. I would like to now introduce Dean Cher Gibbs, who will present the graduates who have met the requirements for the degree established and recommended by the faculty of the Kenneth W. Monfort College of Business. Dean Gibbs.
Thank you, Provost Vollendorf. First, I want to congratulate the class of 2022 on crossing the finish line. You did it. Your class is the first to graduate maskless in the past 2 years. You started your college career without masks or protocols, then persevered through the strange world of lockdowns and online classes. You weathered the storm and now sit here stronger as a class that did not give up when it became difficult. So when the world threw everything at you, you were resilient and kept moving forward. You are our future, and I couldn't be more inspired by that. I applaud each of you for your achievements and persistence. I would be remiss not to recognize the people who support our students on a daily basis. Our Dean's Leadership Council, who's chaired by Mr. Peter Spicer of G.E. Johnson and includes Mr. Dick Monfort of the Rockies. Thank you for your unwavering support of our students. Congratulations to each of you on achieving the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, the Bachelor of Science in Software Engineering, the Masters of Business Administration, and the Master of Accountancy. I wish you all the very best. President Feinstein, Provost Vollendorf, and trustees, it is my privilege to ask the degree candidates from the Monfort College of Business to make their way to the stage for recognition. I also want to remind students and parents of the Monfort College of Business reception for graduating students at the Kepner Hall Ruins immediately after the ceremony. We will begin with our master's candidates, followed by our bachelor's candidates. Thank you very much.
You got it.
How are you, sir? Good.
Jordan Lumpkin. Christine Sorensen. Eric Pyfrom. Alexa Malara. Mary Means.
Lauren Rogers.
Julia Mills.
Brandon Turner Frazier.
Sarah Otto.
Holly Haslam.
Michelle Wilfong Oliphant.
Savannah Atwood, excuse me.
Caitlin Kenworthy.
Daniel Atwood.
Kelly Hamilton.
Melissa Rivera.
Nicholas Knutson.
Giselle Salazar.
Joseph Shermock.
Johnny Jones.
Eduardo Miramontes Palomino.
Stephen Green.
Megan Jones.
Patrick Carr.
Jason Coffey.
Darren Delacroix.
Jenna Chun.
Jellen Eisen.
Stevie Meyer. Shay Barrington.
Maria Bocanegra Tejera.
Jacqueline Dawson.
Irene Mendoza.
Dina Moya, cum laude.
Kaylin Fletcher.
Kason Hobbs.
Dante Yantorno.
Matthew Steele.
Ashley Spickard.
Lane Mock.
Elijah Trevino.
Nicholas Klein.
Jerica Palacios Garcia.
Muhammad Aiden.
Rachel Hardesty.
Wyatt Olin.
Macy McKinney.
Thomas Bauer.
Adam Coleman.
Kenzie Grauberger.
Danielle Magasano, magna cum laude.
Joshua Finstad, cum laude.
Tristan Pope.
Jose Ortiz Lopez.
Sierra Woodring.
CJ Garcia, cum laude.
Elena Griego.
Adriana Cristiano, cum laude.
Aya Jaff.
Jared McMartin.
Connor Latimer.
J.T. Rafferty, summa cum laude.
Dylan Kraus.
Haley Pedrick.
Jake Pomponio.
Sophie Barker.
Whitmire St. Julian.
Nancy Diego Ayala, magna cum laude.
Michael Sainz, magna cum laude.
Shannon Daly. Isabella Haro.
Simon Warga, magna cum laude.
William Bader.
Zenlin.
Michaela Galavati.
Abigail Mandrigal.
Cole Ingersoll.
Macy Raber.
Riley Peterson.
Chandler Schote.
John Minnie III.
Bailey Pruch.
Kelsey Jones, cum laude.
Aiden Casper.
Jamie Martin, cum laude.
Anthony Sherratt.
Sydney Winnicky.
Denelson Suarez.
Genevieve Peltrin.
Matthew Farmer.
Ryan Essef. Joel Cisneros.
Brendan Worley.
Ryan Clark.
Tashada John On.
Joshua
Summa cum laude.
Martinez.
Justin Molenpa, cum laude.
Austin Snedden. Eric Hallenkamp.
Douglas Mellon.
Brandon John.
Sean Stromet.
Daniel Macias.
Jessica Torres Martinez.
Parker Benekis.
Christian Cardoza.
Cameron Santiago.
Connor Cedor.
Caitlin Simonsgard.
Jake Bovey.
Michael Fallander.
William Hurst.
David Thompson.
Braden Hoffner.
David Reveles Hernandez.
Isaac Casillas.
Christopher Gaona.
Cooper Sanderson.
Yusuf Kortobi.
Jack Dagenhart.
Blake Dice.
John Carter.
Aaron Garland.
Nicholas Shermock.
Daryl Campos.
Spencer Moreno.
Lorenzo Moranes Jr.
McNeil. Lauren McNeil.
Stephanie Bashi, cum laude.
Mason Allen.
Tessa Cohen.
Blaze Kruger.
Riley Hetrick.
Alyssa Boschel.
Camille Lucas.
Wyatt Smith.
Naomi Torres.
Halaki Janae.
Dakota Perez, magna cum laude.
Gavin Spoor, summa cum laude.
Isaac Rivera Valencia.
Tomas Estrella, summa cum laude.
Jacob Schroeder.
John Lara.
Dylan Hebert. Michaela Eisenbart, cum laude. Carl Sauer. Lincoln Turner. Gregory Leday. Aaron Harris.
Well, that was fun, but there's more to come. Dean Kamal Haddad will present the graduates who have met the requirements for the degrees established and recommended by the faculty of the College of Natural and Health Sciences.
Thank you, Provost Wollendorf. I cannot express enough how proud I am of the students, faculty, and staff in the College of Natural and Health Sciences. In NHS, the student-first experience translates to personalized education. The teacher-scholar model guides our faculty, and our staff are indispensable in achieving our college priorities. These are some of the binding values that make us strong and relevant, and that allow us to present to you, our graduating class today, the future scientific compass of our society. We present to you our chemists, biologists, mathematicians, physicists, astronomers, geologists, meteorologists, science educators, exercise scientists, human service professionals, recreation and tourism specialists, public health professionals, rehabilitation counselors, nutritionists, dietitians, audiologists, speech-language pathologists, and nurses. We take pride in that with them, science will grow and progress. President Feinstein, Provost Wollendorf, and trustees, it is my privilege to ask the degree candidates from the college to make their way to the stage for recognition. We will begin with our master's degree candidates, followed by our bachelor's degree candidates. Once more, we ask that graduates and guests remain in their seats until all our graduates have crossed the stage.
You're good. Tyler Bennett. Juliet Simpson.
Cece Shimino.
Ariana Wisen.
Victoria Russo.
Juana Marmolejo.
Caleb Hill.
Lisa Pollock.
Linda Ortiz.
Nigel Campbell.
Janae Mudge.
Tyler Robertson.
Jessica Pollard.
Abigail Lee.
Jessica Rodriguez.
Nice name. Mary Nojakowski.
Veronica Gallagher.
Jared Welsh. Kaylin Hamilton.
Era Metz.
Micah Scaling.
Morgana McLaughlin.
Zachary Ireland.
Kelly Kilkline.
Liana Zhao.
Imani Noel.
Prahalad Baral.
Tessa Swanson.
Abigail Griffin.
Jamie.
Go ahead.
Jamie George.
Rachel Valakat.
Jessica James.
Connor Martin.
Ashley McMonigal.
Robert Winters.
Lana Skies.
Alan Clodier.
Olivia Amakwa.
Olivia Seddon.
Elise Dewald.
Riley Plugger.
Amanda Martinez.
Taylor Tamanaha.
Angela Meyer.
Justin Venman.
Kenneth Daves.
Jessica Telesco.
Callie Heratopoulos.
Nathan Murphy.
Taylor Jovanovich.
Amber Kukas.
Renee Dooms.
Brittany Grounds.
Shelby Bagley.
Natalie Doperhold Rody.
Emily Mendoza. Anna Tibbetts.
Stacy Mermagos.
Madison Risberg.
Jacqueline Paller.
Hannah Hollis.
James Disney. Linda Longcrier.
Caitlin Ingy.
Jamie McCarthy.
Emily Lopez Garcia.
Mackenzie Anderson.
Yes, you should be. Samantha Hernandez.
Allison Brummer.
Tiffany Hirsch.
Rodolfo Vargas. Jana McNulty.
Hannah Irwin.
Michael Peterson.
Caroline Sheff.
Heather Mining.
Nikki Schachter.
Kayla Richter.
Kelly Standkey.
Amira Brockington.
Tatum Pomeroy.
Lucas Allen, summa cum laude. Brian Hong.
Evan Johnson.
Gabriel Mendoza.
Hala Gerard.
Adam Lang.
Jennifer Howard.
Samantha Mares. Francis Poe.
Whitney Weaver.
Anna Nibshire.
Ashley Holder.
Aubrey Chacon.
Nicole Miller.
Crystal Gonzalez.
Corinne Douglas.
Winford Rule, cum laude.
Erin Mannion.
Minnie Choi, magna cum laude.
Alicia Tenjes.
Elizabeth Johnson, cum laude.
Brian Stife.
Aubrey Lycum, cum laude.
Gabriel Gallegos.
Madeline Sanders, cum laude.
Connor Vaughn.
Alexander Mazza, cum laude.
Rafaela Mora.
Maria Stecklin.
Andrea Stark.
Ashley Greenman, magna cum laude.
Jacqueline.
Vanessa Chavez.
Jacqueline Saunders.
Andrea Montanes Gallegos.
Alyssa Ubrun.
Lauren Adair.
Allison Bagshaw.
Keaton Miller.
Bernice Chavez.
Madison Grimm.
Dorady Valadez.
Destiny Buller, magna cum laude.
Reagan Biscaro.
Trinity Johnson, magna cum laude.
April Kelly.
Joanna Dickerson.
Levendula Lattimore Butler.
Hannah Smith. Remy Robertson.
Cynthia Miramontes Torres.
Carissa Terry.
Mariana Arieta Molinar.
Kendra Smits.
Ana Gonzalez.
Bailey Robertson. Aviana Shack.
Callie Ruderskold Moslin. Cum laude.
Kalissa Maria Howard.
Aiden Velick.
Fatima Lopez Bravo.
Kaylin Needling, magna cum laude.
Celeste Godinez.
Alexandra Polly.
Tia Harris.
Alessandra Hernandez, summa cum laude.
Parker Gotch.
Mary Sheehan.
Ethan Shepard, summa cum laude.
Kelsey Mandeville.
Cody Johnson.
Riley Collins.
Megan Wesley.
Riley Baker.
Leah Werblum, magna cum laude.
Ashley Atencio.
Brandon Rhodes.
Brianna Flores Diaz.
Elena Supis.
Matthew Van Dam, summa cum laude.
Kelsey Simpson, magna cum laude.
Megan Petrilla, summa cum laude.
Quinn Cochran Zip.
Cheyenne Hanks.
Savannah Perkins.
Trevor Huber.
Catherine Suter.
Mackenzie Smith, magna cum laude.
Catherine Cortez.
Kaylin Starkey.
Aiden Anestes.
Sierra Jarman.
Spencer Evans, summa cum laude. Kalia Turman.
Belle Dishler.
Kylie Budoff.
Heidi Vandenberg.
Robert Hansard III.
Cecilia Talarico.
Forrest Tappy.
Sydney Overstreet.
Linda Cordova.
Ashley Evans, magna cum laude.
Jalen Preciado Gonzalez.
Jillian Felton, magna cum laude.
Axel Abundes.
Tristan Harrison, cum laude.
Hey, congratulations, my friend.
Kybram Melise.
Kayla Adams.
Katie Loma Garcia, cum laude.
Nathan Lee.
Hiba Agad.
Sierra Fossey.
Nicholas Zarnecki.
Quentin Harada.
Sabrina De Leon.
Eden Vo.
Jennifer Edema.
Risel Lopez.
Mariah Knapp.
Yadira Montano.
Gabriela Sweezy. Megan Mendonça.
Jasmine Villarreal.
Gabrielle Schneider.
Ashley Gunter, summa cum laude.
Trinity De Herrera.
Victoria Dixon, cum laude.
Brenda Vieira Perez.
Calvin Andrade.
Viviana Esparza.
Kathleen Ingram.
Cheyenne Randall.
Kristen Fisher.
Kimberly Casillas.
Carolyn Wakefield, cum laude.
Laura O'Connor. Andrea Shooter.
Caitlin Bigham.
Zoe Van Etten.
Jessica Morlang, magna cum laude.
Daisy Holton.
Mackenzie McCorkle, summa cum laude.
Fatima Rodriguez.
Ashley Atencio, summa cum laude.
Hortensia Luna Galindo.
Zoe Congdon, summa cum laude.
Sierra Ziski, cum laude.
Erica Wardell, summa cum laude.
Ashley Clark.
Take your cards.
McKenna Avila, magna cum laude.
Gabriana Creason, cum laude.
Chloe Richardson, magna cum laude.
Otales Mota Robledo.
Hallie Smith, magna cum laude.
Joseph Wezinski II.
Kylie Ross.
Ryan Waters.
Anna or Anna? Anna Childers.
Callison Davison.
Diana Moya.
Kaylee Peterson, magna cum laude.
Colton Workman.
Eric Krogstad.
Teslin Mathis.
Cynthia Alba.
Hannah Bruce.
Carrie Millard, cum laude.
Haley Cummings.
Piper Kruchowski, summa cum laude.
Zoe Jordan.
Kaylee Rose, cum laude.
AJ Atencio.
Callie Fisher.
Timothy Scott, summa cum laude.
Annalie Bauer, cum laude.
Olivia Nickery, magna cum laude.
Karime Carrillo Rojas.
Devin Olds, magna cum laude.
Kaylee White, summa cum laude.
Kylie Schnorr, summa cum laude.
Liz Belon Trejo, summa cum laude.
Amber Smith.
Alexandra Edso.
Milena Bilanovich.
Katie Randall, summa cum laude.
Rebecca Doughton.
Rebecca Mills, summa cum laude.
Jamie Kuzer.
Ashley Franza, cum laude.
Madison Shum, magna cum laude.
Isabella Almazan, cum laude.
Hannah Pollock, cum laude.
Paige Pecoraro, summa cum laude.
Faith McNeil.
Caitlin McCormick, summa cum laude.
Sarah Heller, magna cum laude.
Clayton Mayfield, summa cum laude.
Courtney Jennegas, summa cum laude.
Ariana Conley.
Hi, how are you? Sund. Tylo Sund.
Taylor Jewell.
Kyle Kreitzer.
Mallory Granger, magna cum laude.
Brianna Van Nostrand, summa cum laude.
Christina Colanto, cum laude.
Nicole Bailey, magna cum laude.
Ann Christopite, summa cum laude.
Cassidy Carr, magna cum laude.
Teslin Rugi, magna cum laude.
Sadie Jones.
Abigail Etheridge, summa cum laude.
Ashley Cosmerl.
McKenna Baldwin, summa cum laude.
Hannah Renoff.
Emily Hobbs, magna cum laude.
Madison Reichert, magna cum laude.
Chloe Clay, magna cum laude.
McKenna Schwab.
Corinne Mashek.
Emily Ralston.
Todd Kesterson.
Brooke Hoagland, cum laude.
Danielle Four.
Nathan Carlson, summa cum laude.
Courtney Hungenberg, magna cum laude.
Elisha Kobos.
Kyla Rutt, summa cum laude.
Nayeli Lopez.
Sofia Marie Pulido.
Leslie Zamora.
Zoe Cornelia, summa cum laude.
Lydia Bollinger.
Tara Diltz.
Kaylee Morgans.
Madison Tash, magna cum laude.
Audrey Menzer. Brett Rowland.
Ryan Primack, cum laude.
Whitney Kissel, cum laude.
Sydney Hudson, summa cum laude.
Ashley Garcia.
Renata Santos Ariaga, magna cum laude.
Noah Banks.
Nicole Irvin, magna cum laude.
Kaylee Deutsch, cum laude.
Alyssa Steele, magna cum laude.
Grace Pfeiffer.
Chelsea Deteen.
Brandon Marquez.
Lindsay Pedro, summa cum laude.
Denise Russo.
Andrea Tovanche Gloria, cum laude.
Isaac Sprinkle, summa cum laude.
Arlet Montalvo Blanco.
Erica Boachi.
Julia Lasky, summa cum laude.
Say it again.
Julia Vermilia, summa cum laude.
Cal Kiran Limine.
Shannon Beasley, summa cum laude.
Katila Osendero.
Brianna Gasparovich, summa cum laude.
Lyman Sneed III.
Luis Garcia.
Amy Chikonsung, summa cum laude.
Vanessa Loera, summa cum laude. Denise Hernandez.
Jacob Smith.
Sofia Rocha Saldana.
Destry Johnson, summa cum laude.
Yesenia Rangel Romero, magna cum laude.
Cassandra Farrell, summa cum laude.
Adrian Bracamontes.
Jace Bobo.
Macy Reed.
Mitchell Dack, summa cum laude.
Joseph Barrett.
Adam Ontiveros.
Lillian Beattybar.
Cheyenne Acevedo Bueno.
Allison Simpson, magna cum laude.
Ballinger.
Marianne Trisna, cum laude.
Anita Ballinger, magna cum laude.
Joseph Temple, magna cum laude.
Christopher Sandoval.
Manuel Ochoa.
Rachel Newsom.
Rachel Garcia.
Leiden. Matthew Leiden.
Kenley Kaler.
Kaylin McBride.
Christina Meyer.
Scott Larson.
Luke Arvey.
Stockinger. Catherine Stockinger.
Laura Luttrell.
Chison Penna.
Caitlin Thompson.
Jalen Matsumoto.
Gabrielle Hoyt, cum laude.
Kayla Huber.
Roxanne Palotto.
Jason Lowing, cum laude.
Nicholas Miller. Cameron Beal.
Jaron Lesser, magna cum laude.
Cody Cox.
Justin Powers.
Troy Duncan, magna cum laude.
Miles Cardenas.
Justine Efkovich.
Alexander Mello, cum laude.
Anna Mesovich, magna cum laude.
Matthew Nickel.
Sarah Tyrus.
Brianna Meeks.
Danielle Belcher, summa cum laude.
Russell Fink.
Diana Sanchez.
Kayla Mollendor.
Chris Pope.
Josiah Davis, magna cum laude.
Keon Cross.
Cruz Rodriguez.
Noah Perez Sarria.
Alexis Medina. Laura Katarzinski, cum laude. Maya Swanson. Bailey Fowler. Alvar Nunez. Jesse Rascon. Joseph Golden. Cade Boring. Mitchell Porter. Morgan Berry. Darian Taylor. Weston Green. Annalise Engelsman. Arlie Pasillas. Alejandro Munoz. Melissa Schaefer.
Thank you, sir. Good job.
Well, now it's time for the most important and truly official part of the entire ceremony. I am pleased to invite Board of Trustees Chairman Dick Monfort and President Feinstein to the podiums to authorize and confer the degrees.
Congratulations. The Board of Trustees extends its congratulations to our UNC graduates and all their family. We are proud of your accomplishments and the significant milestones in your lives. President Feinstein, by virtue of the authority vested in the Board of Trustees for the University of Northern Colorado, and as chair of the board, I hereby authorize you to confer on this term's graduates the appropriate degrees as recommended by the faculty.
Thank you, Chairman Monfort. Big round of applause. We appreciate your service. Candidates, please stand. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree of your chosen field of study upon satisfactory completion of degree requirements with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations. Oh, that's not loud enough. Come on, congratulations. You may be seated. The class of 1910 left as a gift to the university an entry gate on 10th Avenue, which is inscribed with the motto, rowing, not drifting. This resonates with me as a powerful, relevant metaphor, a reminder to be purposeful. You have all proven that you are most certainly rowing. As you say goodbye for now to your alma mater, I encourage you to stay connected to your fellow Bears. UNC is stronger because each of you is a part of our community. As graduates, you join a network of more than 138,000 living alumni worldwide. Use your Bear network whenever you seek a career change, find a new place to call home, or simply want to reconnect with UNC. Will all UNC alumni please stand? This includes you, graduates. Now look around you, graduates. These individuals are part of your UNC Bear Network. This tremendous resource will always be there for you. Never forget, once a bear? That's right. And finally, graduates, as a symbol of your transition from student to alumni, you may move your tassel to the left side of your mortarboard. Let's give another big round of applause for our graduates. Congratulations. Please be seated. Please stand up. Please be seated. Please, no, I'm just kidding. Sorry. As we conclude this commencement ceremony, I'm going to ask the graduates and faculty to please remain seated until the stage party exits, and the commencement marshals will then direct graduates to leave. Thank you again and congratulations, class of 2022.